Hey, peace and blessings to your family. Shalom to you. I hope you're doing well. Again, Happy New Year to each and every one of you all. If you haven't yet subscribed to the Shame Free Life channel, what are you waiting for in 2023? Click that subscribe button. It's listed right below. It says subscribe. Just click it and you will always be in the loop. And share this channel with someone else and tell them, listen, let's get on board. Regardless of what happened to you, the most important thing is to remember what is happening in you right now, because you have a date with destiny. So let's get right into it. A video was sent to me this morning. I want to definitely, what I'm going to do is leave that link to the video in the description so you can go to it whenever you do have the opportunity. It will certainly speak to you as it has spoken to me and impacted me in so many different ways. And it served as a reminder to shake me back into spiritual reality, emotional, mental reality of having a limitless mentality. And that's what I want to talk to you about very briefly, having a limitless mentality. Evidently, America is not the only country that has talent. You know, we have the show America's Got Talent. Well, Romania's got talent. Every country's got talent. Romania's got talent. On this particular segment, this episode, it featured a young girl. I don't know her name, don't know her age, but she had the unmitigated gall to walk on stage with two so-called strikes against her. And I said two so-called strikes against her. Number one, she's a dwarf. So she doesn't even meet the quote-unquote height standards of society. So either she's being laughed at and mocked, made fun of because of her height, or she's looked at differently and looked at as not being complete or total as a so-called person with an average height would have. So we speak and so we think. But she is a giant in her own right. The second strike, she had the unmitigated gall to walk on stage, to sit in front of a piano and to play the piano with no arms. Yeah, you heard me. She taught herself, or someone taught her, to play the piano with her feet, family. Not only can she play the piano with her feet, and the piano is designed to play with your hands that she doesn't have, but she has an amazing voice. Her voice is nothing short of astounding, amazing. She brought the house down. Her family was backstage in tears. The audience, either they were astounded and their mouth was wide open as they stood to witness what was taking place, or they were crying. The panel of judges were in tears. One woman, she could not contain herself. The tears were flowing like a river. One of the judges, he just looked at her with his eyes wide open and his mouth wide open to match, astounded. Because they could not believe, or he could not believe what he saw and what he heard that is outside of the norm. It is outside of normalcy for this midget or dwarf to be on stage, to play the piano with her feet and to sound like she sounds. My question to you, for us today, what's holding you back? What's holding you back? As I begin to meditate on this young girl, this young woman, who had two so-called strikes against her from society's standpoint, she's a midget or a dwarf. My question to you, where have you come up short in your life? That you see it as such a debility that it's difficult for you to move on. It's difficult for you to grow and to excel in life. You have chalked it up as being, you know what? I come up short in so many different areas of my life. I come up short when it comes to relationships. I come up short when it comes to money. I just come up short. And you just sit on the sideline of life, not willing to participate in your own life that is a gift. When I look at this young woman who taught herself, or someone taught her to play the piano with parts of her body that was meant to either stand or walk, not play the piano, but she defied the odds. This piano was not meant for my toes to play on, but my fingers to play on. But I don't have fingers. I don't have hands. I don't have arms. And even though that this was not designed for my feet, I'm going to make it be designed for my feet. I'm going to do this, even though society says that I can't do it. I'm going to do this, even though my past said that I can't do it. I'm going to do this, even though that I was injured from certain things that have happened to me as a child, as a young adult, as an adult, and it injured me. It cut off, almost like it cut off your arms, but your emotional arms, perhaps, your mental arms. The arms to really reach out and to grab and to take hold of your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations. It cut off your ability to believe in yourself. It cut off, or whatever injured you, it cut off your inner confidence. Is that you today? A limitless mentality, it really showed me through this video that this young girl defied the odds. It was plenty of people, I'm sure, that were thinking, she can't do this, or even said, don't do this. Just remain on disability. It's okay. Just get you a check every month. But she says, not so. My money's not going to come from my disability. It's not going to come from my injury. It's not going to come from what I was born and they say that I can't do. No, it's not going to come from an event that happened in my life that injured me in such a way that it's easy for me to just sit on the sideline and not participate in my own life. No, I'm getting in the game of life and I'm going to play. And whatever I have, I'm going to use. My question to you is, what do you already have that you ain't using? Oftentimes we will look at what we don't have as opposed to what we do have. There are many people that may be watching right now say, you know what, Zion, I need another degree. Well, you already have a degree. What are you doing with the college degree that you already have? And there are plenty of people that are millionaires right now that never seen the inside of a university or college classroom, but they use what they had. You may say, well, listen, I just don't feel like, that I really belong. I mean, because of what happened to me and, or the divorce or the foreclosure or a jail sentence or, I was strung out on drugs. I was an addict. Okay. Those things happen. And it was an injury. But my question to you is, what do you have? Those things they did happen, but what do you have that you're not using? Because it's the things that you're not using that is going to get you not just through the door, but if it doesn't have a door, you can create a door. And this young girl, a limitless mentality, that she defied the odds of people that said that what you can't do, I can't believe that you're even considering doing. Well, she did it. And it's really an indictment because if you think about it, a person who is doing something that was never designed for them to do, and here we have the wherewithal to do it and we're not doing it, that's an indictment. So whatever it is that is in you to do, you have a desire. Even the scripture says that if we delight ourselves in the Most High, that he will give us the desires of our heart. What does that mean? That means that for many of you, that he has put a desire in you to do that nobody else can do like you. I don't care how they try to do it. I don't care how good they look doing it. I don't care how many followers that they may have, but they are not you. You have a desire and they can never do what you do. It's in your DNA to do it. But oftentimes, because of injuries that have happened in our lives, we've become defined by those debilitations or debilitating injuries that have happened, instead of recognizing what you do have to accomplish what people say that you cannot accomplish. A limitless mentality. I invite you, as I invite myself, click on the link below in the description to see this amazing event that will definitely take you to a whole nother level as far as introspection as we move into 2023. That it not be another year. That it not be just a year of just living haphazard, just throwing caution to the wind. Well, I can't do this because of this. Or I can't do that because they said I can't do that. But what do you say? What's in your hands that you're not using? What's in your mind? What's in your heart that you're not putting to work? Limitless mentality. That means that you won't back down, but you will always step up. And as I always say, that your life begins when you say so. You want to set up a discovery call so we can chop it up to see if in fact that we are a perfect match. If you find yourself stuck in or suffering from a paralysis in life because of an event or situation, be it trauma, whatever happened that told you that you cannot move beyond where you are, that is a lie. You can and you will if you desire to. Limitless mentality. Set up a discovery call. Schedule a discovery call, and we will get in contact with you to see if we are a perfect fit so we can set a game plan, so we can create a customized game plan so that you can become the much better version of yourself and be a participant in the game of life with a mind to win. And again, your life begins when you say so. Until next time, peace and blessings to you.